Hold your breath. Did you know that China, once considered a sleeping giant, is now the world's second largest economy? That's right. This sleeping dragon has awakened, and it's making the world sit up and take notice. Back in the mid-20th century, China was far from the economic powerhouse it is today. It was a country ravaged by war and famine, struggling to find its feet under the leadership of Mao Zedong. During Mao's reign, China saw significant political and social changes, but economic development? Not so much. The country was largely agrarian, and the idea of China as a global economic powerhouse seemed like a distant dream. But as the old saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And for China, the first step towards economic transformation was taken in the late 70s, when it began to shift from a centrally planned economy to a market-oriented one. This was a significant turning point in China's economic history, marking the beginning of what many now refer to as the Chinese economic miracle. In the decades that followed, China's economy grew at an unprecedented rate. With a combination of economic reforms, trade liberalization, and a massive influx of foreign investment, China metamorphosed from a struggling, war-torn nation to the world's factory. Today it's hard to find a product that doesn't have the label "Made in China." China's economic rise is nothing short of astonishing. It's a story of resilience, determination, and strategic planning. It's a story of a nation that refused to be defined by its past, that dared to dream big and work tirelessly to turn those dreams into reality. But the question that lingers in everyone's minds is, how did China achieve this economic miracle? What were the key factors that drove this unprecedented economic growth? And perhaps most importantly, what does the future hold for the Chinese economy? So, how did China achieve this economic miracle? Let's explore this fascinating journey. We begin in the mid-20th century, during the reign of Mao Zedong, the founding father of the People's Republic of China. An era marked by radical socio-economic upheavals. Mao's leadership steered China down a path where economic development was intertwined with revolutionary ideologies. Mao's economic strategy was a blend of Marxism and a unique interpretation of agrarian socialism. The Great Leap Forward, launched in 1958, was one such ambitious initiative. Mao believed that through sheer force of will and communal labor, China could accelerate its transition into a socialist society. The plan was to boost industrial and agricultural output simultaneously, but it was a gamble that did not pay off. The economy wobbled with production inefficiencies and a severe famine ensued, causing millions of deaths. Yet, Mao was not deterred. In 1966 he initiated the Cultural Revolution, a decade-long period of political and social chaos. Mao sought to purge capitalist and traditional elements from Chinese society and reimpose his ideological line. This led to widespread social disorder, economic instability, and a slowdown in economic growth. It's crucial to remember that these policies were not just about economics. They were part of Mao's vision of a continuous revolution, a struggle to maintain the purity of the socialist agenda against the encroachment of capitalist tendencies. While they left a profound imprint on Chinese society, they also left the economy in a state of disrepair. By the time of Mao's death in 1976, China was one of the poorest countries globally. Decades of isolation had resulted in technological backwardness, while the policies of the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution had left the economy in ruins. Mao's era ended in 1976, leaving behind a legacy of economic struggle. This set the stage for a dramatic transformation. The dragon was about to awaken from its slumber, and it was going to take the world by storm, but that's a story for another scene. The year 1978 marked a new chapter in China's economic history, with Deng Xiaoping taking the reins. China was at a crossroads, grappling with the aftermath of Mao Zedong's Cultural Revolution, a period characterized by social and economic turmoil. Enter Deng Xiaoping, a pragmatic leader who was about to steer China in a dramatically new direction. Deng Xiaoping, unlike his predecessor, was a man who believed in pragmatism over ideology. He introduced a series of economic reforms that would forever change the course of China's economic trajectory. He championed a unique blend of socialism and market economics, famously stating, "It doesn't matter whether the cat is black or white, as long as it catches mice." This marked a sharp departure from Mao's policies. Deng began to dismantle the communes, allowing farmers to sell their surplus crops in the market. He introduced the concept of special economic zones, areas where foreign businesses could invest and operate with fewer restrictions. This not only attracted foreign capital but also exposed China to international trade and competition. And the results? They were nothing short of transformative. China's economy began to grow at a pace it had never experienced before. The country's GDP, which was merely $200 billion in 1978, skyrocketed to over $1 trillion by the turn of the century. Millions were lifted out of poverty, and China began its ascent to becoming a global economic powerhouse. But Deng's reforms were not without their critics. Some argued that his policies led to growing income inequality and environmental degradation. Yet, Deng was unwavering in his conviction. He believed that some would get rich first, but eventually, the benefits would trickle down to everyone. Deng's economic reforms set China on a path of rapid economic development, ushering in an era of unprecedented growth. His leadership marked a turning point in China's history, transforming it from an impoverished nation to a global economic titan. Deng Xiaoping's legacy is a testament to the power of economic reform and the potential of market-oriented policies. His story is a pivotal chapter in the saga of China's remarkable economic rise. As we entered the 21st century, China's economic rise was nothing short of phenomenal. The dragon awoke with a roar that echoed across the globe, marking a new era of economic prowess and global influence. A defining moment in this transition was China's entry into the World Trade Organization in 2001. This pivotal event signaled China's formal integration into the global economy, opening up its markets to international trade and investment. The implications were far-reaching. It not only accelerated China's economic growth, but also reshaped the world trade landscape. China's economic status today is a testament to its relentless pursuit of growth and innovation. It's no longer just the world's factory, churning out products at a dizzying rate. It's also a global leader in technology, with homegrown tech giants competing on the world stage. From e-commerce to artificial intelligence, from 5G networks to electric vehicles, China's technological advancements are transforming industries and shifting global dynamics. In the realm of global trade, China's role has evolved significantly. It's not just an export powerhouse anymore. It's also a major player in global supply chains, a key source of foreign direct investment, and an increasingly important consumer market. This shift reflects China's growing economic clout and its strategic focus on boosting domestic consumption and technological innovation. But China's rise hasn't been without its challenges. The country has grappled with issues of income inequality, environmental degradation, and an aging population. Yet, it has demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt and evolve, turning these challenges into opportunities for further growth and development. So where does China stand today? It stands as the world's second-largest economy, snapping at the heels of the United States. It's a key driver of global growth, a major player in international trade, and a hotbed of technological innovation. The dragon is not just awake, it's soaring high, reshaping the global economic landscape. Today, China stands as a global economic powerhouse, a testament to its remarkable economic journey. As we look ahead, what does the future hold for China's economy? China's economy, the world's second largest, is at a crossroads. The trajectory of its economic journey is influenced by a mix of both challenges and opportunities. One of the most significant challenges is the ongoing US-China trade war. This economic tug-of-war has led to tariffs, trade restrictions, and a general sense of uncertainty, which could potentially dampen China's economic growth. However, every cloud has a silver lining. Amidst the trade war, China is also experiencing a technological revolution. Advances in artificial intelligence, robotics, e-commerce, and fintech are not only reshaping the country's industrial landscape, but also propelling it to the forefront of global technological innovation. This tech-driven transformation has the potential to further fuel China's economic growth, despite the headwinds from the trade war. Furthermore, China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure project aimed at boosting trade and stimulating economic growth across Asia and beyond, signifies the country's ambitious plans for future growth. This initiative, however, is not without its challenges. Concerns over debt sustainability, transparency, and environmental impact have been raised by various stakeholders. Also, China's demographic shift towards an aging population presents both a challenge and an opportunity. On one hand, it could strain public resources and slow economic growth. On the other hand, it could spur growth in sectors like healthcare, financial services, and consumer goods catering to the needs of an older population. What's more, China's ongoing efforts to shift from a manufacturing-based economy to a services and consumption-driven one could redefine its economic identity in the global arena. This transition, although complex, could lead to more sustainable and balanced growth in the long run. Only time will tell how China's economic journey will unfold, but one thing is certain: the world will be watching.